Hello everyone, welcome back again to Bimsy Styling YouTube channel. My name is Abimbola. So in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to draft a strapless corset top using a bra wire. So if this sounds like something you would like to learn, kindly stay to the end of this tutorial. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. Thank you for your love and your support. And to those who are yet to subscribe, please do well to hit on the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. Also do well to turn on your notifications so that whenever I upload a new tutorial, you will be notified. So now let's get right into today's tutorial. So the first thing I did was to draw out all our lines. So here we have the shoulder line, the chest line, the bust point, under bust, and our half length. So at the shoulder line, go ahead and take the shoulder measurement divided by 2, and also on the chest line, take the shoulder measurement divided by 2. So I'll connect both lines, those points together, and draw out my straight line. For the neck width, go ahead and mark the basic neckline. Just do the marking, and then for the shoulder slope, I came down by 1 inch and connected both points together. So now at the bust point, I'll go ahead and take the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. That's my bust span divided by 2. And then I'll take this measurement on the bust point and the under bust, and then also at the half length, and I'll draw out my straight line. Now at the bust point, I came down by half an inch. And then I will mark that point like so. For the under bust tightening, I did 1.25 to the left and 1.25 to the right. So I have a total of 2.5 inches taken out at the under bust. So I'll take this marking straight down to the half length. That's the 1.25 will be extended from the under bust to the half length on both sides. Now that is done, I would go ahead to connect my under bust to the 0.5 inches we came down at the bust point. So I'll draw out my curve like so. I would repeat the same thing on the other side of the pattern. So I'll draw out my curve like so. So next, I'll go ahead and take my bust measurement divided by 4 on the chest line, and I'll mark it. Now on the half length, I would also take my waist measurement divided by 4 and mark it. Then I'll also add up the darts of 2.5 inches and mark. So we have that marked out. I'll connect the bust to the waist. Now that that is marked, I'll take my over bust measurements. So from the chest line, I'll go up by 1.5 inches to get my over bust, and I will draw out a straight line for the over bust. Now for my bust dart, the difference between the front length and the back length is what I will use as my bust dart. So my front length is 17 and the back length is 15 and a half. So I have 1.5 inches as the difference. So I went ahead to mark the 1.5, and with a straight ruler, I'll connect the 1.5 to my bust point like so. Now at the bust point, I'll go ahead and take my bust bridge measurement. That's half an inch. That's for my bust bridge. And then I would connect this half an inch from the bust point straight down to the under bust. Half an inch from the bust point to the under bust. Now to shape out our cup for this corset pattern, I'll be making use of a bra wire. And this is what a bra wire looks like. This is what it looks like. It comes in sizes. Like you can see, I have two different sizes here. I have the small one and I have a bigger size. So I would actually be making use of the bigger size for this draft. So to get it, just let them know the size of the bust you are working with. They will actually give you the bra wire that matches that size. So for a bra wire, it has two sides, one a bit down and the other part goes a little up. So the part that goes a little down, that's the part that would be at the center front area. So to start with, to draw out my curve, I will match up my bra wire such that the bust bridge and the bra wire meets at the tip. So now I'll go ahead to connect from the bust bridge to my under bust like so. So I'll mark it out like that. And once I get to the tip of the under bust tightening, I'll note that part and then shift it to the part where I stopped. And so I'll continue marking my curve from that part. Ensure that you note the part where you stopped on the other side and then move it to the other side where you want to draw the curve and continue. Same thing will be replicated here. I will note the part where my bust dart actually meets, where the curve and the bust dart actually meets, and then I will note it on my bra wire and also shift it upward like so. So you see that, and then finally I will draw out the last part of the bra wire like that. So I'll draw it out like that, and the bra wire actually matches up with my over bust line. We have just a little, about 0.1 to get to the over bust, so which is fine. So now go ahead and connect the part where the curve ends to the bust bridge with a straight ruler. So I'll connect the 2 points like so with a straight ruler. So at the bust bridge curve area, I'll take 1.5 inches and mark on the curve, and also at the side, that's where we have the curve at the over bust close to the armhole, I'll take 2 inches or 2.5 inches. So here I marked about 2.5 inches for this draft. So I marked 2.5 inches, and then I'll connect the 1.5 to the 2.5 inches with a straight ruler. So I also went ahead to draw out my armhole for the pattern. So I drew out my armhole, and then I need to slash open my dart line before connecting the 1.5 to the 2.5 with a straight ruler. So I'll slash it open to the bust point, and then I'll go ahead and fold my bust dart. So I'll fold my bust dart like so on the other dart leg. Now that the bust dart is folded, I would ensure I blend that side of the curve. That side of the cup, I'll go ahead and blend it like so. So we have just a little um blending to do there. So I'll go ahead and blend it, and then I'll take out my bra wire. So you can see that we have a little shift there. So you need to do this to ensure that your curve blends or matches up. So the next thing now is I'll connect the 2.5 to the 1.5 inches I earlier marked. So I'll connect it now with a straight ruler. And then I'll also blend my side front. I'll match up the bust and the waist together like so. So for the armhole, I will blend it in from the tip of the cup into the armhole like so. And this is it. So I'll go ahead now to cut out my pattern for the front. After cutting, this is what we have, and now I'll go ahead to label each of the pattern piece. So we have this labeled 1, and this is 2, and the upper part is 3. So for the piece labeled 3, I'll close up the little dart opening that we have there, and then I'll tape it down. Now for the back, we have the shoulder line, the chest line, and the waistline. So now the next thing I will do is to take the shoulder divided by 2 on the chest line, and also on the and then I'll connect it together with a straight ruler. Now I'll go ahead and take my shoulder slope of 1 inch for the back, and from that point I'll locate the midpoint and then go in by half an inch at the mid armhole. So on the chest line, I will take my bust divided by 4, and then I will mark it. And so I'll go ahead to connect my bust to the mid armhole, and from the mid armhole to the shoulder slope, just like so. Now at the center back, I'll go in by 2 inches for the back opening, and also take the 2 inches straight down to the half length. So from that point, I'll also take another 2 inches at the chest line and also at the waistline, and I'll connect both points together. These 2 inches will serve as my lacing bar. On the half length, I'll go ahead and take my waist measurement. I'll take my exact waist measurement and mark it, and then I'll connect the waist to the chest line. I'll connect the bust to the waist with a straight ruler. At the center back from the chest line, I'll go down by 1 inch from the chest line, and then I'll connect that 1 inch straight to my bust measurement on the chest line. Now I'll go ahead and cut out my back pattern. So remember to also take out the 2 inches for the back opening. So I'll take that out, and this is what our back and our front pattern looks like after drafting and cutting both patterns out. Also do well to label or notch the center of the cup so that you will know where you are matching up together. So after drafting and cutting out, you can see how beautiful our cup looks like. This is the result that we got. So I went ahead to match up each of the cup piece together to show you exactly what you achieve when you transfer it to the fabric. So for the purpose of sewing it directly on your fabric, all you need to do is to cut out each of your piece for the cup, and then you sew them together, and now you can insert your ready-made cup into this cup that you already sewn on your fabric. If so, I have a tutorial on how to cover your bra cup, your ready-made bra cup. I have a tutorial on my channel. You can also do well to go through the tutorial to know how to achieve this. So thank you for watching today's tutorial. Please do well to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.